The April 12th pink moon isn't just a beautiful moment in the night sky. It's a powerful turning point for your love life. This full moon carries transformative energy that's here to help you clear emotional blocks, rewrite old narratives, and finally move forward in your relationships. If you've been stuck in cycles of miscommunication, fear, or unworthiness, consider this your cosmic green light. The pink moon is shining a spotlight on the 7 most common relationship blocks and bringing the clarity and courage needed to let them go for good. Whether you're healing from the past or preparing to open your heart again, this moon offers a rare opportunity for deep emotional release and renewal. Let's explore the blocks it's helping to clear and how to align yourself with the breakthroughs waiting on the other side. 7. Relationship blocks the pink moon is clearing, and how to embrace the shift fear of vulnerability. The block. You crave closeness, but when it starts to arrive, you pull back. You guard your heart behind jokes, silence, or detachment, afraid that if someone really sees you, they'll leave. The shift. The pink moon is gently cracking open the armor you've built. It's asking you to risk being seen, not because it guarantees safety, but because love demands truth. This shift invites softness. Begin by telling one truth you've been afraid to say, even if it's just to yourself. Unresolved past pain, the block. Old heartbreaks still haunt you. Whether it's betrayal, abandonment, or the ache of an almost love, you're carrying the emotional debris of past relationships into every new one. The shift. The moon is stirring the emotional sediment, bringing the past to the surface, not to re-traumatize you, but to finally help you release it. Don't resist the memories that come up now. Feel them, name them, then let them go. Create a simple release ritual. Write their name, write the pain, and burn the page. Watch your past become smoke. Attachment to the wrong people. The block. You keep reaching for the emotionally unavailable, the inconsistent, or the ones who feel familiar, but not necessarily safe. The shift. This full moon is realigning your internal compass. It's waking you up to what real alignment feels like. Calm, mutual, grounded. That intensity you once confused with love, you're learning to replace it with consistency. Pay attention to who brings peace, not chaos. Let that become your new standard. Beliefs that you're too much or not enough. The block. Deep down, you don't fully believe you are lovable exactly as you are, so you shrink, you edit, you overgive, you perform. The shift. The pink moon is calling you back into wholeness. It's reminding you that your worth isn't conditional. You are not meant to be a version of yourself that fits comfortably into someone else's wounds. Repeat this daily. I do not have to earn love by abandoning myself. Avoidance of difficult conversations. The block. You keep the peace at the cost of honesty. You avoid saying how you really feel to protect the connection, only to grow resentful or confused. The shift. This moon is ruled by emotional truth. Expect conversations that crack things open, and when they come, trust them. Speak with clarity, not cruelty. Let the discomfort be a doorway. Connection deepens where truth lives. Cycles of self-sabotage. The block. You push love away the moment it gets real. You ghost. You pick fights. You make yourself busy. Somewhere, you believe love will end, so you end it first. The shift. Under this moon, those patterns are becoming visible. That's the first step to dissolving them. Begin observing yourself with compassion. Ask, what am I afraid will happen if I let myself be loved? Then sit with whatever answer rises. Lack of emotional boundaries. The block. You absorb your partner's emotions. You lose yourself in the relationship. You give until you're empty, and then wonder why you feel disconnected. The shift. The pink moon is inviting you back into energetic balance. Boundaries aren't walls. They're the space where love can grow safely. Learn to protect your energy without shutting down. Say no when you mean it. Say yes when it's true. That's how your heart stays whole. Love breakthrough rituals to do under the pink moon, April 12th edition. The pink moon on April 12th is more than a celestial event. It's an energetic threshold, a doorway into a softer, truer, more open-hearted version of you. This full moon isn't just about looking up. It's about tuning in, about creating sacred space, about saying yes to emotional clarity, realignment, and radical self-love. The rituals below are crafted to support you in releasing what no longer serves your heart, while making space for the kind of love that's been waiting to meet you. Let these moments become anchors. Let them bring you back to yourself. The heart release ritual, letting go with intention. You've been carrying too much. Memories, wounds, names you don't say aloud anymore. The emotional clutter weighs you down more than you realize. Under this moon, you're not just allowed to release it. You're being called to. Gather a candle, a pen, a piece of paper, and a fireproof dish. Light the candle as a symbol of illumination. Write out what you're ready to let go of. Relationships, patterns, beliefs, old versions of yourself. Speak them aloud, then burn the page. As the paper turns to ash, feel yourself exhale the weight. Say, I let this go with love. I free myself. I return to my heart. The love letter to your future self. This is where you time travel. This is where you step into the version of you who has already received everything you've been asking for. Love that stays, love that sees, love that holds. In a quiet space, imagine yourself 6 months from now, radiant, safe, deeply in love, not just with someone else, but with yourself. Now write a letter from that version of you to the you reading this now. What does she want you to know? What choices did she make to get there? What did she have to stop settling for? When you're done, read it aloud. Fold the letter and keep it close. You're not waiting to become her. You're remembering you already are. The rose quartz water blessing. You're made of water. So speak to it like it listens, because it does. This ritual is about programming your cells with compassion, softness, and readiness. Fill a glass of clean water. Place a rose quartz beside it. Hold the glass in both hands and speak intentions into it. Loving words, forgiveness, desires, truth. I open myself to receive love that nourishes me. I forgive the version of me who didn't know better. I choose peace over patterns. Drink the water slowly, like a ceremony. Let every sip be a spell. Let it become part of you. The pink moon embodiment walk. You don't have to figure everything out in your mind. Your body knows what it needs. Sometimes it just needs space to move, to breathe, to remember what grounded freedom feels like. Go outside if you can. Walk under the moonlight. With each step, imagine yourself walking away from the past and into your next chapter. Play a song that makes your heart feel wide open. Or walk in silence, letting nature guide you. Speak your intentions aloud, or just let them live in your movement. You're not lost. You're in motion. You're becoming. After the rituals, when you've completed what calls to you, take a few minutes to sit quietly. Close your eyes. Place one hand over your heart and the other over your womb or belly. Breathe into that space. Say to yourself, I am whole. I am healing. I am ready for love that reflects who I am becoming. Let this pink moon be your turning point. Not because you forced something to happen, but because you finally let go, let in, and let love meet you exactly where you are. Is your zodiac sign ready for a love upgrade? Pink moon predictions for all signs. The April 12th pink moon is a heart opener, a mirror, a revealer. It doesn't whisper, it illuminates. What you've avoided, what you've desired, what you're finally ready to receive. It holds a message for every sign, especially around love. Not just romantic love, but self-love, soul love, and the love you've been silently aching for. So ask yourself, am I ready to be loved in a new way? Am I ready to love differently, deeper, cleaner, truer? Here's how this moon is reshaping the relationship landscape for each zodiac sign. Aries theme, emotional patience equals passion. Reimagined, you're used to charging forward, but love under this moon asks you to slow down, soften, and listen. Not everything has to be a spark or a sprint. Intimacy now comes from staying, sitting, and hearing what you usually rush past. Your upgrade begins when you stop chasing what doesn't stay. Love. Upgrade. Choose presence over pursuit. Taurus theme. Shifting what you thought was safe. You've clung to comfort, maybe too tightly. But love isn't always predictable, and this moon wants you to loosen your grip on the old, the known, the emotionally numb. Something more fulfilling is trying to break through, but it needs space. Love upgrade. Let go of what feels safe but keeps you small. Gemini theme. Saying the words you keep inside, you talk easily. But how often do you reveal? This pink moon presses on your throat chakra, asking you to speak from the heart instead of the head. Real connection is waiting on the other side of one honest conversation. Love. Upgrade. Speak your fears. Speak your truth. Let someone actually know you. Cancer theme. No more emotional overfunctioning. You give. You hold. You heal. But have you been doing too much in your relationships just to feel needed? This moon is a wake-up call to pour some of that devotion back into yourself and to let love come to you for once. Love upgrade. Reciprocity over rescue. Leo. Theme. Breaking the pattern of performance. You crave to be chosen, adored. But deep love doesn't require a spotlight. This moon invites you to strip away the performance and let your raw, unfiltered self be seen. You don't need to entertain to be loved. Love. Upgrade. Let yourself be witnessed without the mask. Virgo. Theme. Releasing the pressure to be perfect in love. You've been editing yourself, carefully managing expectations, emotions, even needs. But this moon cracks open the illusion of control. Your heart doesn't want to be flawless. It wants to be free. Love upgrade. Be messy. Be honest. Let love meet you in the real. Libra theme. From pleasing to receiving. You've bent for love, compromised, smoothed over your edges. But now, this pink moon pushes you to reclaim your emotional center. What if love didn't require you to perform emotional labor? What if you could just receive? Love upgrade. Stop managing others' comfort. Choose yours first. Scorpio theme. Letting down the guard. Without losing power, you've protected your heart like a fortress. But that armor is starting to rust. This moon doesn't ask you to be unguarded with everyone, only with the ones who've earned it. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's sacred strategy. Love. Upgrade. Trust is your next edge. Sagittarius theme. Grounding into love that actually stays. You've chased freedom, and sometimes left before things got real. But now, you're craving something more rooted, more still. This moon nudges you to stop running long enough to let something, or someone, real catch up to you. Love. Upgrade. Depth over novelty. Capricorn theme. Softening the armor around your desires. You've been focused, structured, maybe even emotionally disciplined. But this moon peels back the need to earn love. You don't have to work for worthiness. Your heart deserves joy, even without a plan. Love upgrade. Receive love without proving you deserve it. Aquarius theme. Opening to unfiltered emotional intimacy. You've lived in your mind, but love lives in the body, in the murky, vulnerable, deeply human stuff. This moon brings you into your feelings, not to overwhelm you, but to help you feel alive again. It's time to come down from the tower. Love. Upgrade. Let yourself feel, without overthinking the why. Pisces theme. Boundaries as a form of devotion. You've dissolved into others before, lost yourself in love stories that drained more than they gave. This moon teaches that boundaries are not a rejection of connection. They're a devotion to your soul. Love doesn't mean disappearing. Love. Upgrade. Keep your tenderness and your edges. Final cosmic note. This pink moon doesn't just bring insight, it brings an invitation. You're not who you were last year, or even last month. This moon knows that. It wants to meet you where you are now, ready for deeper honesty, more aligned connections, and love that doesn't ask you to shrink. Whatever your sign, you're being asked one thing. Are you willing to receive the kind of love you keep saying you want, even if it looks different than you expected? Because it's already circling, and this moon is your signal. Real talk. Why the pink moon is a cosmic wake-up call for your heart. Not everything needs to be subtle. Not every lesson arrives quietly. Some truths come in loud, moonlight spilling into your wounds like medicine, not to shame you, but to show you what you're still carrying. That's what this pink moon is. Not just a lunar event, a cosmic confrontation, a divine check-in, a mirror you can't avoid. This moon doesn't ask you to perform. It asks you to tell the truth, to your reflection, to your heart, to the versions of you who keep showing up in love with a mask on. This isn't about astrology hype. This is about alignment. This is about you, your patterns, your protection, your pain, and your readiness to release what no longer matches your frequency. Because here's the truth you might not want to hear. You can't keep saying you want deep love while clinging to shallow comfort. The pink moon doesn't care about your performances. It doesn't care how curated your healing journey looks on the outside. It doesn't care how spiritual your captions are or how strong your boundaries appear. It cares about integrity, about where your inner world and outer behavior are out of sync. It shines light on the contradiction. You say you want intimacy, but still choose people who can't meet you. You say you're done with games, but ignore the red flags because you're afraid of starting over. You say you're ready to receive, but keep overgiving just to feel worthy. This moon doesn't judge you, but it will expose the gap between your longing and your living. This is the moment you stop abandoning your heart for the illusion of love. The pink moon doesn't ask you to push harder for love. It asks you to pause, to notice where you're leaking your energy, where you're chasing instead of attracting, where you're settling instead of choosing. Because the kind of love you're asking for, it doesn't bloom in a field of half-truths and performance. It blooms when you're honest with yourself about what hurts. It blooms when you finally stop romanticizing crumbs. And maybe that's the most powerful part of this wake-up call. It's not saying you're wrong, it's saying you're ready for better. This moon isn't just highlighting love, it's highlighting you. Who are you when you're not performing for affection? What do you want when you're not trying to be wanted? Who are you when you're not afraid of being alone? This is a turning point, not just in your relationships, but in your relationship with yourself. Because here's what you've been sensing deep down. You're done shrinking. You're done waiting. You're done confusing chemistry with compatibility, attention with affection, intensity with intimacy. You're done pretending you're okay with less just because you're afraid of nothing. Let this moon rearrange you. Let it show you the love you've outgrown. Let it help you name the truth you've been too scared to say. Let it call you forward, not into someone else's arms, but into your own alignment. Because when you stop begging for love and start embodying it, everything changes. And that's what this pink moon is here to teach. You don't have to earn love by sacrificing yourself. You don't have to chase it, prove it, perform for it. You only have to remember who you are when you stop settling.